I've got all the same drums now, exactly the same drums. That's my open hats. Adding a few more drums. I've got this drum loop to start with, which is just a little 2-beat drum loop. And I've got a Moog multi-mode filter on it, running on an LFO that's synced on a half-bar cycle. That's great. It just gives it a bit of extra movement into the drums. Take it out. Nice effect. And then added a few bongos, which immediately sent me to Ibiza, which is where I want to be for this tune. Down the bottom here, I've got a few risers, this sort of thing. Just helps me go from one section into the next, really. So I've got my drum loop, I've got my chords. What I need now is a bass line. So as per my reference track, I've gone for the one-note bass line sort of vibe. So you just got to find the one note that works across all your chords. In this case, it's a B. So the actual bass sound was coming from another Arturia synth, which is a Juno 6V, which is, well, obviously it's an emulation of the Juno 106, Juno 60. Two classic synths from Roland back in the day. I remember working with them people back in the 90s, and almost all their bass lines came from Juno 106. It's the classic house synth for bass lines. In this case, it works a treat. The next thing I added was this 303 line. 303 is it's a Roland TB303 I'm referring to, and it looks like this. This is the Arturia version of it. It's an emulation again. Acid 5 from Arturia. And it's a great little synthesis. You get what you see on the top there. You get your cut-off frequencies, your envelope modification, Technique, your oscillators, blah, blah, blah. The nice thing about this is you click the advanced section and you get your sequencer, you get your modulation, 3 kinds of modulation. Draw in there and change the envelopes. Then you get a whole effects section that's got a compressor, a phaser, a delay and a reverb. So a very powerful synth really, much more powerful than the original, but very authentic sounding. You can see there the cut-off's moving. So I automated the cut-off. You can see the curve there on the channel. I did some live automation on that to again, it's committed to audio for mixing purposes. The last element of the track was the vocals. I often work with the singer when I'm working with vocals. In this case, there was nobody available, so splice. I found these really nice vocals that just fitted the tune. This is the first one. So that was the original sample. So I duplicated that down to another track. And using Melodyne, I created a harmony track. Then for the chorus, I found this one, which gives the track its name. See, it's smothered in reverb and delay, quarter note delay on there. Underneath it, I've got this track, which I made by flipping the vocal in reverse, putting a big long reverb on it, printing it, and then flipping it back again. And it gives you that nice reverse vocal effect going into the actual vocal. I use crossfade it in and out to make it smooth. And it just gives it a nice surge as the vocal comes in. The final vocal, well, a few more vocals actually. The breakdown, I've got this kind of a verse breakdown vocal.
Got what you need.
The nice big long delay spin on the end of it. You see the automation here. This is going to bus 7. So it stays down. And then on this line. What you need is repeating. It keeps going. The reason it's keeping going is because I'm automating the feedback. So I'm using the standard Pro Tools delay plugin set to 2/4 notes, half. You see there, the feedback goes down, starts at 29%. And I push it up 100% feedback. I'm also automating the volume. Volume here. Comes down at the end and it goes into the next section. Then I've just got a few ad-libs. Fill in the gaps. There. Lots of reverb delay on these vocals, make them quite distant and washy. That's pretty much all the elements of the track. The only thing left to do now is to mix it.